Old man sold at home, 29th Street. Lost it all on 29th Street, but he smiled with a toothless grin. He said, hey children, y'all come on in. He said, excuse the mess, it's got bare walls, boxes down the hole. Oh, but the memories are fresh in my mind. Sink leaks, paint's peeling. I got a feeling you're gonna love 29th Street. Old man said, I married my sweet Lorraine, 29th Street. We were young kids just like you, 29th Street. And in that back bedroom to the left, oh, that's where she laid her pretty head. Old man say, know you want the best for your family, 29th Street. The man upstairs got a plan for 29th Street. He says, rain makes the flowers grow, prayer helps the family, don't you know? He said, excuse the mess, it's got bare walls, boxes down the hall, but the memories fresh in my mind. Sink leaks, paint's peeling. I got a feeling you're gonna love 29th Street. Hey, oh, hey, oh, oh. Hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh, oh. Da-da-da-da-ya-ya. Station wagon blew his horn, 29th Street. Seems it was the old man's son, 29th Street. Take him to his new home, place called Cedar Sinai Grove. Old man said, here the keys, young man, to 29th Street. One more thing before I leave 29th Street. Oh, be the best man you could be. Be a father, help your family. Oh, help your family. He said, it's got bare walls, boxes down the hall. Oh, but the memories are fresh in my mind. Sink leaks, paint's peeling. I got a feeling I'm gonna know. Line 29th Street. It's got bare walls. Thank you. Thank you, Alex Best. Sing one more and I'm out of here, y'all. So this is a song I had such a fun time doing. And I want to thank George I gotta thank you, man. I'm serious. It's a wonderful thing y'all did. Wonderful. Alex, I want to thank you too, man. I want to thank y'all for coming, for all of the gifts that y'all bring, because it's coming from your heart what you're doing. It ain't, you know what I'm saying, Richard? It ain't something that somebody else did and you going, on the first part of the journey, you ain't hearing me do that. You know what I'm saying? And you could. See, she loves that song. But that's not the point. The point is to do what is from here. It's from here, from here. And that's what you guys are. You guys are very, very talented, and it's growing. Hi. I said, hi, say hi. You got dimples in your hands already, huh? Yeah. You're so handsome. You're handsome like that. No, yeah, that's all right. That's me. I'm the baby of the family. I come from, my mama has 7. Don't even try it. 7, I'm number 7. All right, so this is the song, man. I still call it Untitled, because that's the name that I named it. These guys call it The Original Man, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. God bless. But I tell you, I'm very proud of this song. I'm very proud of this. Yeah, man. If you give a man a gun, he will rob a bank. Oh, but if you give a man a bank, he will rob the world. Yeah. Now who's afraid of the banker man? Not I, not I, not I. Who's afraid of the banker man? Not I, not I, not I. Who's afraid of the banker man? Fistful of dollar bills in his hand. Not I, not I, not I, not I. Not I. Who's afraid of the politician? Hey, not I, not I. Who's afraid of the politician? Not I, not I, not I. Who's afraid of the politician? Stand on a soapbox and yell all he can. Not I, not I, not I, not I, not I. If you give a man a gun, he will rob a bank. But if you give a man a bank, he will rob the world. Whoa, 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 Who's afraid of the policeman? Not I, not I, not I, not I. Who's afraid of the policeman? I, not I, not I. Who's afraid of the policeman? 9mm pistol in his hand. Not I, not I, not I. 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 Oh, if you give a man a gun, he will rob a bank. But if you give a man a bank, he will rob the world. Thank you. Thank y'all. The next person who can come up for The Price is Right, you're the next contestant. But I always say this before I get up for stage. Alex keeps pushing me to say it, but I'm going to say it anyway. I got it from when I was a kid in New York. It goes like this. To each and every one of you, may you live as long as you want and never want as long as you live. May each of you live to be 100, and me, 100 minus a day. So I'll never know that nice folks like you have passed away. My name is Paul Norfleet. I'm from Newport News by way of New York City. It's great to see all these great faces. Haven't seen y'all. Happy New Year. It's so good to see y'all. We made it through 2023. What a crazy year that was. What a crazy year. But anyway, let me get out of here because we're running out of time. I'm good. Thank you, Alex. Thank you. I'll come and get this started.
Now, first things, thank you for making this a packed house. All right, I'm Alex Best. There's my lovely co-host over there, Tony B. You may know her from other places at the venue. She'll be up soon. She'll be right up after me. The room's getting very crowded here. Can I announce what's going to happen? Okay, yeah. Eventually, by the way, we're having this event now, and then we're going to have one February 11th, and then we're going to take a break because the room's actually going to be enlarged. So we won't have this problem again, okay? But this is a good problem to have. It says something. Okay, so there's going to be a wall. That wall's going to be broken in, and then you got more space, so more people can come, feel comfortable. Now, all that out the way, I'm Alexander Best. Okay, or if you don't know, I think the T-shirt says it all. Okay, there you go.
That's right.
Okay.
Alexander Montini Best.
Okay. So I've been putting together events with musicians and poets for some time now. And it's been fun, and now we're seeing a whole lot of just chill people get the recognition they deserve, and so for me, that makes a happy day. And I don't want to waste any more people's time, all right? So I'm going to read one poem, and then I'm going to have my lovely co-host Tony B to the stage, and she's going to wow you with the poetry, and then we're going to go down the list accordingly with everyone's comfortable level. All right? One special note, please try not to sit in front of the camera that George has. All right, you know, which camera, George? Just one of that one? That one, that's the main one. Yeah, try not to sit in front of that camera. Okay, and we are all good to go. If you want to sign up for the list, just tell me beforehand, before the show gets rolling. We also have special features. 2 people got sick, so in the heart of the crunch, we're gonna have vocals and melodies, which is BLT and Richard Taylor, as a warm up to Emily Frazier closing us out, all right? And which I'll introduce her in a more grand fashion later before the evening's over. And then, well, we might have Megan and Elaine show up and do something. I'm not sure yet. But anyway, one poem from me, and then we'll have Tony B to the stage. We're all good? Okay. This one's old, 11 years old to be precise. It's called If I Tell You I Love Her. And since we got a lot of couples in the room, I decided to read this one. If I tell you I love her, would you trust me? If I tell you I still love her, you see there's no denying it. If I told you what she means to me, it should have been plain to see. If I told you I love her, it wouldn't change because you can't change me. If I told you I love her, what risk would it mean? If I told you I love her, do you think that maybe, just maybe she could forgive me? If I told you I love her and still don't want to change at all, you would know that I was lying and making sure my back was not up against the wall. If I told you I love her, you still would not believe it's true. It doesn't really matter because I have to prove it to her and not to you. That's all I got at the moment. And we got a packed house, so I'm getting out of the way. And now we give a warm welcome to my lovely co-host, poetess, author, who also has a book on, how do you say it again? Audio play? Audiobooks? Audiobooks, yes, audiobooks. Tony B, to the stage, please.
I'm going to use this one because short people, I brought it. You gave me one. I got it. Short people problems, short people microphones. Wow. So there's a lot of new faces here tonight. I was really kind of hoping for 5 people because what I got to say ain't coming out easy. I've been working on it all week. So because there's new people and y'all don't really know what I do, I am not a great writer. I'm not eloquent. That's why I go by Raw Data Blogger. My writing is truly all about my healing and my process that I go through, and I've got a little feature to share with you tonight. But I'll start with a poem that explains why I write. It's very short. I don't write for the stage. I don't write for the page. I don't write to make you feel any kind of way. I write because I don't know what else to do. To give voice to the spaces in my life where I was mute, to make sense of the equations that didn't compute, to understand where the lies became my truth. I write, I write, I write. And from what I can tell, I got a lot more writing to do. So tonight, I got a little story and 4 poems to really get into that line of understand where the lies became my truth. And I have been working through how to say what I've been learning and healing all week. And there have been a lot of tears, and I don't cry, so we'll see how this goes. But what it came down to for me, and this is just really all about my healing process. I'm not trying to make anybody feel anything, just sharing a story. But I'm a creator. I create. I am the creator. And that's all well and good. We all think that's great, you know. We're up here writing our stuff and playing our songs, and we create stuff. But boy, do we create. And we don't realize what we create. And the lesson I had to learn is I've created all of it. We throw around terms like manifestation and law of attraction, and man, that law is a big one. That's a big one. And we love to claim it when things are going well and things that are great come into our lives. We're like, yeah, I manifested that. Guess what else? We all manifested the other stuff too. And I had to learn that the thing that I hate most in this world, the thing that I have been fighting against my whole life, this belief that I ingested, I can tell you when I was 4, there were contributing factors, of course, but I believed it, and I've been fighting it because there's this evil out there. And that, for me, is the objectification of women. Cannot stand it. Drives me absolutely batshit crazy. And I fought it to the point where I told my husband, if you have a stripper at your bachelor party, don't even bother showing up to the wedding. We're done. I'm fighting the good fight. I'm doing the good things. I'm picking up a torch. I'm going to fight the thing that I hate. Fought it with this justifiable indignation. We just fight these things that are out there. And the thing that I had to finally learn was, ain't nothing out there that I haven't believed. And because I believed it, this avatar does not distinguish between what's out there and what this is. So this avatar believed that belief that I was an object. I didn't recognize that. I didn't understand that. I fought against it. I was fighting myself. And then we get that law of attraction, because what we believe, even if we don't conscientiously know that, we believe it of ourselves. And so we project that thing and we attract that thing, and then that reaffirms that belief that we're just, man, I made a mess of things. I made a mess of things because I believed in this thing. And so that was the self-talk in my avatar. That's the self-talk that I held on to. I didn't know I was doing that. It wasn't the conscientious self-talk of you're this and you're that and you're the other thing. It was what my soul truly believed. I bought into this belief. And so I had to change that self-talk. And then little by little, these attachments of these people that reaffirmed this belief that I was projecting, they started going away. And then that's not comfortable, because we were tight. You're my people. You were my people. But now it's a new heaven and a new earth, because I have a new language and I'm building. We are creators. We create. We create the world we live in. And as long as we believe it, it's going to continue to be our truth. Doesn't mean that it has to be our truth. And putting it down does not mean that it doesn't exist. It's not turning a blind eye of like, nope. It doesn't have to be my existence. And of course, I've been working this out over time. And I was going to rewrite everything and make it all nice and pretty so I could just work. But no, my healing has been all over the place, so it's all over the place. I got 4 poems to show the working through of this realization of this truth. And I did the first one. It made the book, by the way. I don't think I've really done it much because I'm not here anymore. But I did it at the venue on 35th. And I'll never forget that day. It's paper plate. And this is when I was really firmly in the belief. Classic Chinette. It's how the good times are plated. Designed to handle the largest helpings and the sauciest sides. That's the line of paper plate. I am. Classic, white, strong. I am the paper plate for your dinner. Convenient and supportive, you hold me in your hands and pile everything onto me. I bear the weight of your fodder as you enjoy every bite, licking your lips and fingers, scraping every last morsel from my surface. The unsung hero of your party. I support the meal, but I'm not good enough to be proper China. Appreciated, but not kept. I'm unintrusive, unassuming. I don't force my way under your table. You choose me over heirloom plates. Not willing to wash and return to. I'm always clean and ready, whether you want a quick snack or a complete meal. Ah, yes, Chinette. Made with at least 80% recycled material. Proudly made in the USA. No bends or leaks, so load it up. Dessert, lunch, dinner, compartment, tray, bowl, napkin, whatever size, shape, or use you require. Classic Chinette is what you reach for. Because you want something solid. A plate you can count on. strong enough to handle whatever you need while you need it, but ultimately cast aside without thought. For we are living in a disposable world, and I am a disposable girl. So I did that at the venue on 35th, and there was this gentleman there. He was the host at the time. His name is George Mendez, and he has been a crucial part of my healing process in ways he doesn't even know. And I went and I stepped off that stage. And he didn't look at me. He did not clap. Everybody did the obligatory clap. Thank you for that, by the way. But that man sat there in his hosting chair, and he hung his head. And I saw his body just go limp. And he shook his head from side to side as I walked by. And my heart went ping. And he's one of the very few people in this world that I feel like actually saw me. Not the me I was, but the me that I was meant to be. And that made me relook at that poem. So like I said, I haven't done it much because it's not who I am anymore. But along the healing road, there comes this accountability, I guess. But we're still saying it's out there. We're not really saying it's in here. And then later came Rough Ride. Now, mind you, I've written so many poems on this subject, I could fill the whole 3 hours. We're only going to do 4. But Rough Ride. I am the perfect candidate, the ideal target for an emotional predator. Open and offering, willing participant, I look for a protector. A gaslighter's paradise. I am always questioning, only myself to blame. Hesitant to judge, benefit of the doubt culminates in self-shame. I knock, you knock, but all goes unanswered. Wait at doors that don't exist. Realize we both knock on each other's walls. Now I search for the exit. Afraid to look away, but what if I'm wrong is my constant refrain. Perhaps I am right. Listen to my soul. Time to retrain. I fully accept my role. Can't put this all on you. After all, it takes 2. This tango looks whole, but it's to the wrong tune. I step, you step, but we don't groove. I was the perfect candidate, the ideal target for your skillful marksmanship. I was open and offering, a willing participant. Lesson learned. Thank you. I'm done with this shit. And then comes that whole arguing with yourself. Like, ugh, but, because, you know, your whole life you are all the ages all the time. And you've got your younger version and your older version and talking with my inner voices. When does it stop hurting? She asked with eyes of rain. Her youthful plea directed to an aging soul unstrained. The agony met with a smile. A calm of wisdom took stage. I am not certain you want the answer that you seek, said the voice of experience in a tone so very meek. Bewilderment came in a flash. Tears dried instantly. The fierce stance of ego gave voice belligerently. I do want the answer. Tell it to me, please. Another patient smile, a time before she speaks. My child, the hurting only stops when we choose to lay it down. When we learn that struggle is not our rightful crown. The time will come and go again when pain gives way to joy, when we stop treating ourselves like dirty little toys. The day we start to realize that all has been a choice, one day we will recognize the harm we've been really is due to choosing troubles as our source of validity. You say I choose to hurt? How can you betray all the things they've done to me, the harm that's come my way? All of it has been real, none of it imagined. You remember what they did, her youthful self impassioned. Softly, not quite a whisper, experience replied, sweet child, I know you hurt. Your feelings don't deny, but neither choose to hold them, nor make them more than that. Acknowledge, accept, and then let them free at last. For every situation is made of more than one, and every soul has feelings when each matter is done. Look around and take notice at the faces you encountered. Within the hurtful moments lived, can you see the scene expounded? Perhaps you'll see where you exchanged hurt for good intention. Are you certain in your stance, or might you be your own contravention? In every single life event, we are but one piece of the story. We do well to consider others and seek not our own glory. But youthful ego is so robust, it does not lose its stronghold until we become aware of it and exchange it for humility tenfold. Though hurt is real, please know it doesn't need to stay. Acknowledge, accept, and then move forward more aware that few truly intend to be hurtful with their care. When you know better, do better. Though it may seem out of reach, the challenge is so difficult to practice what you preach. Mirror, mirror all around, reflections of my sight and sound, showing only joy or dismay of all the things I see and say. For every face and expression is only seen through my reflection, lessons to learn from my own projection, for I can only see from this perspective. These mirrors, mirrors everywhere, create this amazing funhouse we share. Left turn, right turn, confused stares, but the reflection is always mine, not theirs. Need to shatter that rear view. Moving on, I forgive you. Still talking to myself here too. Old patterns to discontinue. Mirrors, mirrors reinforce decades of these false reports. Projection attracts more support until I admit I am the source. Created the very things I hate, bought in at such an early age, fought with an indignant rage, built myself a sturdy cage. But mirrors, mirrors at every turn, relentlessly forced me to learn. I believed the thing I spurned, project, attract, and reconfirmed. I need to re-navigate, become my own advocate, speak the truths that validate, discontinue my self-hate. Mirrors, mirrors, washed and clean, no longer distort the view I see, helping me become the queen, creator of each and every scene. So grateful for the harmonies, being careful with dichotomies, building for greater autonomies. I offer my hand to build a better we. So acknowledging that these things exist, but don't have to be our existence. Acknowledging that we project and attract and project and attract. I have to wonder, one by one, as we work through these healings, and we're no longer projecting those things that we hate, then we're no longer attracting those things that we hate. And one by one, as we put them down, maybe, just maybe, they won't exist anywhere. Peace. I am Tony B. You can find me on Instagram as Raw Data Blogger, RAWDATABLOGGER, because I write about my raw data. And I'm on Facebook as Tony Britton because they wouldn't let me put anything else. And I'm not happy about that. They can meta that. And then you can find my audiobook on audiobook.com, Spotify, and Uscribe. You can find it on Amazon. They're doing their thing. Haven't figured that out yet. But you can find me out there. What I love about being creative, the truth, you can always find your truth in the space between pen and paper. And that's what I write about, is my healing, my truth, and that's where it comes out in its purest fashion. And I'm very grateful for the page.